John Coleman, what a start to your managerial career at Waterford.
Yeah, I'm delighted for the fans, delighted for the players. It is all about the players. People look at managers and they sometimes can get bigged up. And sometimes maybe take unfair blame as well. But, it's all about the players. And the players are the ones who deserve the credit. I spoke before the game about how hard they've worked the last 3 games. You've seen them again tonight. I did say that I could promise you one thing, that's what we were going to get, and we did. We played some lovely football tonight. Probably had the most shots we've had this season on the goal. And the players, we didn't have a long time to work with them. The players have took on board everything we've tried to say to them. And played with a spirit and a determination. But, he just doesn't stop here, does it? You've got to keep going. Delighted for Stevie to get the clean sheet. Unbelievable save, to win us the game. And we did a lovely move down that end, and another day that goes in and everyone's talking about it. But I think we deserve to win tonight. They're a tough side to play against. Galway, you alluded it before the game, leading goal scorers in the league. That's our second clean sheet now, and let's hope we can get many more.
It must have been very pleasing to see your team kind of negate the impact of the likes of Moses Dyer and Patrick Key, because they really didn't get a whole load in the whole game.
No, I mean, we did say to our players that the more we had the ball, the less that they could put the ball in our box, which, there's different styles, different types of way of winning football matches. I've got a lot of respect for John in the way that they play. They're a handful. But we had to keep the ball off them. We did for long periods, and I think that was what allowed us to get a foothold into the game. I don't think anybody could deny us the win, for the amount of chances that we created. And I'd like us to be more composed on the ball, or more composed in around their box. But we spoke, myself and the coaches there, and the one thing we all agreed on was that it's better to miss the chances than not get them at all. And so we'll work on that. We'll work on finishing. Lots of aspects we've got to work on, but I think tonight, it should be all about the players, and a big shout out to the fans who were magnificent tonight as well. So, we'll do our job quietly in the background. When the players need protecting, I'll protect them. But they should deserve the moment in the sun tonight, because that's 4 wins on the spin, and they've rolled the sleeves up for it. It wasn't given to us. They've had to fight every inch of the way, and they did. And they give us exactly what I expected them to give.
And you now have 7 days to prepare for the next game. It's Shamrock Rovers, of course, who come back here to the RSC.
Yeah, it'll be a different game.
It is going to be different.
So you could probably say we've played Derry with a different style. We've played Bows with a different style. Shells with a different side. Different style of play. Galway, a different style of play. And Shamrock will be a different style of play again. And we've got to try and impose ourselves on them. Yeah, we do due diligence. We'll do our homework on them. We'll analyse them. We'll analyse areas that they can hurt us. But we'll also look to try and exploit their weaknesses. And we've got to go out to try and win every game we play. It's not going to happen, but you've got to go out believing that you're going to win. I know we've got a set of lads in there who want to be winners. We've got to act like winners. We've got to treat ourselves right throughout the week. We've got to train well, be the best version of yourself every single day. You've got to eat well, sleep well, and just look after yourselves, because it's not a long time being a footballer. I still miss the days I played, and I'd give anything to have them back. But these lads, they're a great set of lads, and they're a credit to themselves and the families.
Well, tonight might ease the little pain of not being able to play anymore, but well done tonight, John.
Thank you very much.